Hello, I'm Michael Rath, here alongside head basketball coach Jamion Christian of the Mount men's basketball team. And Jamion, it's your first year. Talk to us a little bit about Mayhem. I know we've all talked about it before, but I want to hear it from your mouth.
Yeah, Mayhem is just all about pushing our opponents to a point where they can't function offensively, basically. It's going to be a lot of fun for our guys to play, a chance for us to play up-tempo basketball on both ends of the floor. And I think our fans can really have an enjoyable time at our games, watching us push our opponents to the limit night in and night out.
That sounds great, and you're back. You're finally back to Mount St. Mary's, your home. You're an alum here, like I am as well. What has the transition been becoming a Division I basketball coach back at Mount St. Mary's?
Well, it's been great to be back home. It's a place I was obviously very attracted to when I was 18 years old, coming here as a player. And some of those same factors still remain here. Closest to home, I can obviously see my parents. My parents get up here to see us. But I think most importantly, when you look at a campus community, you have a community that really cares about our student athletes and really loves basketball. And that's extremely important for me as the basketball coach because, it means when kids come here to play, they're going to have tons of people around them who really want to see them do well and want to support them.
That's right. And so now it's your first collegiate game as a head coach at the Division I level, at any level. What kind of emotions have gone through your process of, coming up with a strategy for this game and just going into this game in general?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm a very process-driven person, so I can imagine at the time of the game I'll be really fired up to go. But I think as of right now, it's just all about our preparation, and we have practice here in a couple hours, and it's about having another great day of practice, and then tomorrow will be about having another great day of shoot around, and then from there we'll get on to the game. But I think there's still several hours before the game that we need to continue to improve as a basketball team. So emotionally right now I'm in a great place because I just think the most important thing right now is to focus in, have a great day of practice, and then as the game gets on, our guys will be ready to go. They'll be fired up to go, as will I. But right now it's really about focusing in on the process and really being driven by that.
Absolutely. Now talk a little bit about your players. Let's start off with the guards, Josh and Julian, both in their junior years. Talk a little bit about them and the other guards on the team.
Yeah, Josh Castellanos has been an unbelievable leader for our team and organizer. And, I've really been happy with his progress as a player. I think last year he was second in the league in assists, and I think that's only going to increase this year with the style of play we're gonna put out there. But he's been an unbelievable leader. He's worked tremendously on his shot. I think he's going to make some big shots for us this year. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Throughout the summer, he made the most three-point shots this summer as he calculated them. So it's great to see. Julian Norfleet, kid just has an unbelievable hunger to win and wants to do things the right way. I think someone asked me this morning who's the biggest surprise, and I just think Julian's will to win and not being afraid to do whatever it takes to win has been unbelievably surprising because you just don't know what's inside an athlete. But he's got a tremendous heart and he wants to win, and that's huge for us. That's huge for our team because obviously from a year ago, being a leading scorer, he has the ability to dominate some games shooting the basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. And talk a bit about your forwards on the team.
Sam Prescott, Rashard Watt, Kelvin Parker. Great thing for me is all these guys are athletic. Kelvin Parker, you got a 4'3", 40 guy, former football player who had a tremendous freshman year last year, averaging 9 points a game. Rashard Wack playing with a tremendous chip on his shoulder, coming from George Mason where he didn't get the opportunity to showcase what he can do. And, I'm really fortunate because I'm going to give him the opportunity to do that as much as he can. And then, Sam Prescott, obviously around here people are really excited about him because what he's been able to do in the blue-white game, I think. But what I focus in on him with mostly is what he brings to our team in practice every day. Just really driven to succeed, really driven to improve every day. And I think that goes along with the same mission that I have. And, so it's been great coaching him because, he's trying to prove that he can be a consistent high-level scorer here at the Mount as he did at Marist. But his approach to it has been remarkable.
And, you talk about these transfers that have come in. How has that affected the chemistry of this team?
Well, I think the combination of the transfers, the changing of our coaching staff, I think it's made it much easier, to be honest with you, I think, because it's just a new feel. Everything we wanted to bring in was a ton of energy. Obviously that's how we play, but we live our life that way as well. We do things the right way. Our guys go to class, and we make that as an emphasis every day to make sure that they're in class, that they're doing the things they're supposed to do, and that we really focus in on the little things. And I think anytime with any group of people, when you focus on the little things and those are all the right things on a daily basis, I think that helps for chemistry because there is a level of fairness and there's a level of ability that goes into coaching and into being good, and it's good to have a group that really values those things.
That's great, and obviously first game's tomorrow against Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. what are your expectations for this game and for the non-conference slate?
Well, Pitt has really played well in their home openers in the years past. The Peterson Center is one of the best places in college basketball to play and has been proven to be one of the most difficult places in college basketball to play. They're coming off a year where I think they feel like they're a little bit down, so they're going to have a tremendous chip on their shoulder. I just think it's going to be a great environment for our guys because we're going to be able to just put it all down and go after them and just be really aggressive and not worry about the outcome as much. And that's what I like for our team, to really just come out and be aggressive and really have a focused opponent to attack.
Talk a bit about Hartford on Tuesday, first home game. What is your message to the fans?
Yeah, Hartford, another program coming in with a chip on their shoulder. We actually beat them at their place a year ago in the opening of their place. It's going to be a great game. I mean, they play a ton of different defenses, and they have an exciting young coaching staff as we do here, and it's just going to be a great matchup and an opportunity to showcase to our fans the changing of our basketball program over the last 6 or 7 months. And that's going to be a lot of fun because they shoot the three and they like to play a little bit of controlled basketball. We want to get up in your face and shoot the three as well. So my prediction is there's going to be a lot of threes going up, and hopefully there'll be a lot of ball pressure from end to end.
Sounds great. You talk about a young coaching staff. You are the 5th youngest coach in Division I basketball right now. How does that feel? And what kind of advantage does that give you?
Well, I was the 3rd when I was hired, so I've already gained some experience just in terms of college basketball circles, I guess. But it's been great. I think the thing I learned from Coach Smart at VCU is that you got to use what you have, and he has a great enthusiasm with his age, as do I. And so the one thing he told me is don't be afraid to use that, and I'm not. I mean, I think that's one of my biggest strengths is the energy that I can have every day with our guys in practice and being able to relate with them. So what I've tried to do over the last 7 months is just really be relatable to them, to understand what they're saying, but to continue to push the standard of excellence to a high level. And they've done a great job of just taking that task.
Absolutely, and you talk about this standard of high level. The NEC picked you 9th, and I know that you aren't happy with that. But what are your expectations for NEC play? Is there specific games on the schedule that you're looking forward to, and what are your expectations going into NEC play?
Yeah, I always tell people, I mean, the preseason polls are beauty pageants. I mean, it's about who looks good here, and so I don't take too much stock into that. I mean, I'm sure our team will use that as a ton of motivation. But we finished 9th a year ago. To pick us 9th again, I mean, to our guys, I think they look at it saying that people don't think that they've improved, and so I know that isn't the case. So I know we'll do better than 9th, and we're excited for the challenge to have to do that. In the league, I mean, it's just a great league. I mean, Wagner's going to be very good. Bashir Mason's going to do a great job there. Robert Morris is always physical and smart. They obviously do a great job. LIU's trying to repeat for the 3rd time, and so there are a ton of challenges ahead of us right now as you look towards league play. What I like to do with our team is really keep them focused in. I mean, we got Pitt here, and then we'll have Hartford, and then we'll worry about the rest of the schedule as it comes along.
Great. Now, as a team, what do you think your strengths are?
I think we have great depth. I love our top 10, top 11 guys. I think they can all really play. They've all so far have been very unselfish, which is extremely important, and they've all really played with a high level of energy. I think depth is something that's a little underrated. I think we have that. I love it. And I think we're going to really have the ability to shoot the ball well. Just 1 through 5, all having guys in the lineup that can shoot the ball and stretch the defense.
All right, well, that sounds great. Well, hey, good luck tomorrow and the rest of the season. As head coach Jamion Christian, I'm Mike Rath.